So in the last video we have created our list with this awesome looking pesto pastas, and in this video we'll be focusing on how to add like shimmer in this, right? So we are doing it like in a few minutes. I think we are done with this part. We are going to add this part now. So to do that we will be handling simple cases, right? We will just create let's add this, let's make this function stateful widget firstly. So you can just do this by control dot and convert it to the stateful widget. Now it's a stateful widget, and we go to the init state. We require an init state. It will take some time to examine, yeah. And then we will just copy this and we will add it over here and make this list empty. So what it does now, it is not initially initialized, it is added in the init state. So it is also added in once time. So we can do one thing now. Let's assume an API call. What's an API call is, right? API call mainly delays for some duration, and here the duration would be seconds, and let's add 3 seconds for now. And then we will just do the let's make it simpler. Let's make it simpler, and this is it. This is all good, and we're good. And simply we will add a set state over here because we have to update the state, right? Now you can see what happens, right? See, as I refresh this page, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, and we get the dishes. So this is the normal experience that like low quality apps has, right? It doesn't show what's gonna come. It automatically come after the API call is called. So like it's like 1, 2, 3, and it comes. This is not a good approach, so now we are solving this problem using the shimmers. So shimmers are just wonderful to run. So how can you make it happen? So firstly, the simple approach gonna be is we can create a loading variable. We can create a dish empty. So now let's create a loading variable, and I will tell you why we are creating a variable regarding of using just the empty dish, because so many of you in telling me, guys, it's gonna say ki you're a fool, why are you using extra variable, you can use the empty list data type and everything. So we'll create is loading variable, then and simple, what we are doing, just see this, and we are just is loading at false. So now what's gonna happen, firstly it's gonna be true, then as soon as the data is get, assume this is an API call, right? So let me do that too for you. Get data function I will calling, assume is in a data, right? Yeah, let's copy this entire thing, boom, get data from API, boom 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 boom. Assume we have an API, over here from API, and we are done with this, and then we enter this, and this is good, right? So now we have an API call, just comment it out, so it is really looking good and pretty. So this is our loading part. Now we have to use that. So how can we use that? There are two terms. We can either create an entirely different element, or you can either create an entire different widget or the screen, right? So here we are just using one element, which is going to be showing a shimmer. So it's not that big of a problem for us. So we can just simply do what we do, and this is the element that's going to be updated, right? So for that we can add interior elements as a shimmer. So how can we do that? Firstly, go to the body, the entire body or entire thing you have to make a shimmer. I want to make a shimmer of entire grid view, so I will just wrap this with a shimmer. You can see we got a shimmer, and it requires a linear gradient, and it requires a linear gradient. I have already created this, so you can copy it from here if you want. Okay, yeah, so this is my shimmer. Also, I have also created 2 other classes, so this is very important. You can copy my code, no issues at all. You don't have to use any plugins or anything. So first class would be a shimmer class, which requires a linear gradient and a child, right? What it does, it is like animates the animation of the like gradient. It is going flow from red. You can see the loader, right? I will show you in the example, real example, and we'll look into that. So right now just focus on this. So we added the shimmer with the linear gradient. We have created the linear gradient. You can change the color according to you. I have created my colors. It is like fixed. It is general in the iOS, and this is very general, right? Right, after this I will just move forward with where I want to show. So there are several approaches. Then you have to which element you want to wrap, you will just go and wrap with the widget, and you will just say shimmer loading, and you have is loading variable, and you also have an loading boolean. So you can see we have the shimmer. Wow, wonderful. But still it's ugly because it's creating an entire code, bro. Like why? Because we can do something awesome, because we know the elements gonna be fixed in our card, right? So we can do one thing. We can create shimmer for each and every interior element in our app. So for that, what you have to do is we will go to shimmer loading. We have to is loading, and we'll go to is loading again. You can see our Manchurian dinner has now turned into great beautiful shimmers. Similar to that, now you'll say what about the names? You don't know the name in the API. So again we go to the shimmer loading, ish loading, and is loading. You can see our Manchurian also has turned into loading. But there's one problem. If you can see, it's something like names itself is written, but in the data you will not have a name, so you have to create something called a container over it and give it a color, something very decent color, which will be like colors or white, or any color you can give it. Also add a decoration to give the border. I like this style. You can do whatever you want. Right, so in the box decoration, I think you can see, right? Box decoration, border radius, border radius, circular, and let's add 12. So you can see now we have a wonderful shimmer over here. I'm sorry for that. You have just my fear, right? Oh my god, I'm a dumbass developer. Also, let's give it some. I'm lagging a lot. I'm low on battery. I think we have to finish this like very quickly. And the same thing we will be doing on. You can see it looks pretty, right? Now we have also done that on the shimmer time over dinner. You can see, right? Yeah, it looks wonderful. It looks just wonderful. Yeah. So now the things that we missed. So in the time of loading, you didn't get any data. So how can we manipulate that, right? How can we do that? So for do that, firstly you have to add the list of how many shimmers you want to see. Like you can say 7, right? If dishes length is 0, okay, sorry, I'm doing the foolish shit. So if it's loading, okay, then we will just give 7, otherwise the dishes, right? So it's loading is true, it's gonna 7. Now errors are going to pop up everywhere, bro. Right, so errors are here, and now we have to do one thing on each and every error. And what I do usually is I create something like a random string that I multiplied by the random. So I have to create one random too. I add random, random. We have a random move here. Right, we have a random move here, and I have a random not next in, and we can just say 5, I think. So you will see why I'm doing this in the next video. Again, we go to here, paste it over here, and for this 2, I think we just have a restarted app, and you can see we have something wonderful. But please, yeah. So basically, what we are using is basic maths, right? We're creating a random string based on the random integer and the concatenation and the addition, and now we have something called random shimmer, right? Boom, is loading false, and we are going to be true. Yeah, now it's time for the restart. They have to connect the charger. Just give me a minute. See, beautiful, isn't it? I just have to restart it to show you again. Okay, let me add a 1 button too on the top, if you like it or not. Column. You can see that shimmers. It's beautiful. Just have to column and a custom button. And this next, refresh, and I just have to do get data from API, call that API, dishes. This equals this is loading is equals to true, and now things are looking clear. I'm lagging so much. Now let's go physics, I think. So things are good. I think now it's pretty good. Just have to show you the example. Just let it just restart for the chill. Yep. Now I can press the restart and hit the set state too. Let's just do this fast, man. Anticipate this. Yeah, another, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, we're trying it. Hold on, understanding where this is going wrong. Let's help this right. Oh, it's okay. Just 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. Bitch, nice. Looks great, right? Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.